A simple hack. I call it a hack, a mod, whatever you want to call it. So this is a $29 LED strip out of Amazon. And on these older generation Teslas, your battery post for your, so you guys know you can jumpstart cars with your Teslas, right?
Yeah.
So the battery negative and positive are right here, right behind this nose cone. So behind this nose cone, I wired this system into my negative and positive, which is basically going to give me the power for the LED. So it's not actuated with the headlights of the car. I have a remote control where I now can easily tell the car to change the color or the pattern. So I can do pretty much a lot of stuff that I that normally do with this little remote control unit. So to get KITT, the KITT effect besides the light, there's a company called KITT. There's a graphic design company. They created a bunch of crazy Tesla screens for the MCUs on these older Teslas. You go to KITT screens, you'll find it on Google, and it'll take you and they have Back to the Future screens and a bunch of the stuff that you can put on your MCU, and they're really nice looking screens. On these older cars, they're a little slow because the MCU is so crappy, but on the newer cars, it's a lot better. So what I did is I chose the KITT screen. I go, okay, so I got the KITT screen going on. I got the KITT, but the real effect is, how the hell do you get this guy to talk? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can hack Alexa and get it to talk through Alexa or something like that. And no, nothing easy. So luckily I found an app built many years ago by this Italian firm called KITT. Right?
Of course.
Nicely named.
So KITT is now here through Bluetooth. I'm going to get it to talk to the car. So let me make sure everything's here with sound.
The screen.
So the recent iOS update broke a bunch of functionality, which it has some voice recognition, so I could talk to the phone, and the phone will interpret what I said, and then it'll come out with the right response. So right now I just kind of play around. I ask the car, hey KITT, are you here? So what I do is I play around with it and see if it comes out. Here he is. So pretty much the car is here now. And this, believe it or not, just draws crowds. People our age, qualifying ourselves, see this car, and the first thing you see is like, oh, the big smile coming on their face going, oh, I know this car. And they recognize the music. So the next thing I do is now, since the app is here, I have a whole set of commands of what the car can say. So for example, I can go back here and I can say,
a logical conclusion.
So now it's the real voice of the actor talking. So the idea is that, so what I do when I go to car shows like this or Tesla meetups or whatever, I just sit back here somewhere and people like you just come over and the car just starts going crazy on them. And I have people coming over to the car and start talking to it, and I'll try to find the response and I'll nibble the response, and they have fun. It's great. I mean, Tesla invites me to events, and I park it next to like 2020, 2019s, and people still gravitate to this old clunker 2015. Like, oh my God, what's going on? So that's pretty much the Tesla hack. It's a real simple hack. There's a video. If you go to YouTube and you go Tesla Night 2000, you'll find this car and the parts needed to do this. And if you're local, it's really easy to do. Now, some of the questions like, can you do this on a Model 3? Obviously, the Model 3 doesn't have the grooves or the openings, so it might be a little tougher. You might have to do a different little retrofit. On the Model S's, I've seen some really nice fixes for it, where the whole back part of the S, or that hole that you have in here, kind of glows. It's really nice, and all you see is the T, the silhouette of the T. It's really nice, but it can be done. And then you can just mess around, and after a while. See, so if he starts talking, he'll start. If the car's idle, he'll start talking on his own. So.
Are we still on vacation?
So you get all this stuff, and hear all the commands that he has, that I can make him talk. So right now the app is broken. Hopefully it'll fix it. I can just say, hey KITT, what's going on? And he'll respond to me.
Yeah, well, let's get an update, and that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So.
I know.
Well, if you want to be added to our mailing list, you're welcome to join us anytime.